The biggest thing that we're seeing also is deciding on if it's going to be FHA or conventional, and can you get to that score, and what's going to make most sense for you. Those rates online, it's just like when you see those advertisements for like that car deal, it seems too good to be true. You know, there are great rates and there are ways to get to it. And I'm sure we're going to talk about it a little bit about buying down your rate and that information, but it doesn't always make sense, right? So you got to look at all your options. And that's one of the things that we do is we present multiple options, because I want the consumer to make the decision, because something might work for someone that I don't want to make the decision for them. I think that's one of the biggest things that people make a mistake on.
Right. And I know we're going to talk about different loan options, but you did mention something that I don't want to pass over, right? Because sometimes people do have a choice to make between FHA and conventional specifically, right? I know there are other great loan options available to people, but what is your take on that? If people have that choice, right, to go with like a lower down payment, you know, with mortgage insurance, you know, through the life of your loan versus conventional, I know their rates vary, but yeah, what's your take on that?
It's daily market, right? So right now there's a good probably half a point spread between the FHA and the conventional interest rate right now.
With FHA being lower.
FHA being lower. Yes, they do have mortgage insurance. It is permanent, but typically people refinance a mortgage anywhere from 3 to 7 years, right? So I don't look at that as a permanent thing, because you're going to most likely refinance. The only reason why I would ever choose conventional, which is the only reason you should, is there's like a credit score barrier. Typically it's around 680. If you're over a 680, your PMI is now competitive on the conventional loan to what the FHA PMI would be, and you could save them money. Side to side, that's really where the breaking point is. If you've got a lower score borrower, 150% you should go FHA. You're going to save money up front. It's going to be easier to qualify for, and you're going to have a lower payment, right? When you have the higher credit score, the elite clients, obviously conventional is going to be the best route, especially if they're looking to keep that mortgage, you know, and eventually remove the PMI.
Okay. And just so we put this out in the ether for anyone watching who doesn't know, what credit score is approvable for, you know, like the entry level, if you would call it, loan to get you in if somebody wants to be a home buyer and they feel like their credit's not good? What does it take?
So all day long, 580 will get an FHA loan done.